we're going to be doing is cycling. This works your quadriceps and your hamstrings. We're going to be doing 30-second intervals, 30 seconds fast and 30 seconds slow being the active rest. So we're going to make sure our seat is at hip height. And I'm just going to start and show you how to do it. So obviously just putting our feet on the pedal, sitting on pedal to start. And we're going to just click start. So we're just going to go slowly for 30 seconds, and when you see the timer hit 30, I'm going to get you to just bend over a little bit, keeping your chest lifted, and then you're going to pedal faster for 30 seconds. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now, but that's how you do the cycling. So Zeke's on the bike, we checked that it was at hip height, and he started for 30 seconds. Just taking it easy, and when you see 30 seconds, so we're just gonna do a little bit of a warm-up right now. We're gonna keep that core engaged and our back nice and straight as well. Well done. In about 5 seconds, I'm gonna get you to pick up the pace and go as hard as you can. Keep that chest nice lifted. Just gonna ride that for 30 seconds. So this is going to increase the oxygen demand, get that blood pumping. 5 more seconds, and then we can slow down into active rest. So just pedaling nice and slow. Zeke has his resistance set at about a 5, which is pretty average. And you're keeping nice form there, which is good. Nice work. So in about 5 seconds, we're going to go and pick up that pace again for another 30 seconds. Good work. Just keeping that chest nice and lifted. About 5 more seconds, and we slow down into that active rest. And this is our last set, so really want you to dig in there at the last set. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. So this is our innovative cardio session. We're going to do some boxing today. I'll get my stunt double to do the boxing with you because of reasons. This usually works your pectoralis major. You're in a healthy condition, so there's no modifications that we need to be aware of. When boxing, you always bring your hands back underneath your chin, your dominant leg comes forward, and you punch from your shoulder all the way through, rotating your fist out, full extension. Boxing uses your lactic acid system, which is your body's response process to create energy when doing high to moderate energy activities with short to medium time intensities, such as 3-minute intervals with 1 minute rest. So we'll get started now, and I'll just get my stunt double to come. So here's my stunt double and my client, and we're about to start our boxing component. So we're going to start with straight punches. We're going to do 20 of those, and we're going to start now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice work. Bring those under your chin always. Yeah. So we're going to do that again, just with a little bit more fierce this time. A little bit more power. There we go. Yep. Nice work. Nice posture. So now we're going to go into an uppercut. So we're just going to, yep, that's right. Do 20 of those. Cool. Now we're going to turn that into a hook, and we're going to do another 20 of those. Nice work. Now we're going to do one more set of each, but we're going to just pick up that pace a bit and get that heart pumping.
Just move your hands really quickly. Alright, ready?
Nice form. Alright, so now we're just going to do some stretching. I'm going to show you a simple quadricep stretch. So I'm just going to hold on to a wall because my balance is a little bit off. So just going to get your left foot and your left hand, and pull your foot to your bum. Flexing the toes also protects the knees. So we're just going to pull that, not worrying about trying to get our foot to touch our butt, just focusing on getting a good quadricep stretch in there. I'm going to hold this for about 10 to 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch legs. Yep, so now we can just make a switch. Just stretching that quad, flexing those toes. Yep, keeping your chest up. Just a few more seconds. So this stretch is just going to be a stretch for our trapezius muscles. So we're just going to do a simple one, which is your ear to shoulder. Just bringing your ear over to your shoulder and lifting up. That trapezius is back there. Hold this for about 10 to 30 seconds. And then just changing sides and doing the same. We're going to isolate our posterior and do the same thing, ear to shoulder, just with a slight gaze down and over your shoulder area. Just getting that stretch there. Hold that for about 10 to 20 seconds. And do the same on the other side. So ear to shoulder with a slight gaze down. For our last one, we're going to isolate our anterior trapezius, and we're going to do the same thing, ear to shoulder with a slight gaze to the sky or the roof, and this will just tilt the head just enough to get that muscle working. 10 to 20 seconds again, and just to the other side. So ear to shoulder with a slight gaze. And that's our stretches done. You can also, with ear to shoulder, just rest your hands on your head to get a deeper stretch, but don't pull down because that could cause injury. So now I'm just going to have a chat to you about special population, shoulder injury in particular. Using the dumbbell chest press, you want to minimize the risk of joint strain caused by extreme range of motion of horizontal abduction. Don't want to descend your elbows lower than shoulder height. You can lift and compress only a few inches or half the movement. Use lighter weights removing strain from heavy load. Someone with a shoulder injury doing single arm row must avoid the shoulder being pulled forward unnecessarily. This can be done by smooth control of motion during the exercise and maintaining the correct posture and activating muscles that can be used to stabilize, such as the scapula and the latissimus dorsi. Avoid dropping weights when finished exercises. On the rower or using rowing movements, avoid overreaching at the start position and make sure the outside of the arm is stabilized and the inside of the arm will compensate. Boxing is an impact sport. Depending on the shoulder injury, this might have to be substituted for another cardio option. However, you can also do things such as strengthening the rotator cuff to avoid further injury. Shadow boxing with the use of lighter weights can be done to decrease, if not eliminate, high impact on the shoulders. People with high blood pressure, things to consider when working with these clients who have high blood pressure is information and knowledge, such as the more muscle mass that's being used in resistance training, the greater the blood pressure response. So avoid maximal or near maximal lifts. After about 4 to 8 weeks of collected information from training your client at a low level intensity, and if safe to do so, you can start with 30 to 40% of one maximum rep for the upper body and 50 to 60% one maximum rep for the lower portion of the body. When effort becomes maximal at the end of a set, blood pressure will peak and be at its highest level. For clients with high blood pressure, start with 1 set and progress to 3 submaximal sets, or depending on the goal. Clients with high blood pressure should also incorporate extended cool downs and should avoid sudden stop of exercise. Clients should also work on controlled breathing techniques and have greater awareness of lifting speed. Lifting weights too slow can actually increase blood pressure to rise. Avoid isometric exercises and maintain hydration, especially if using diuretics. So you can incorporate all of that into whatever exercises you're doing. People with lower back pain, dumbbell chest press, you can put your feet on the bench to obviously take some of the weight and pressure off the lower back. During most exercises, engage your abdominals to keep your strength and stabilize the back. Use lighter weights to avoid unnecessary strain. Maintain correct posture. It's really important. Using the rower, you can do things like using long relaxed strokes against low drag and avoid leaning too far back into that 45-degree angle. You don't want to increase that. You can keep a straight back. When boxing, try to avoid punching at a high impact and twisting of the torso. Exercise exchanges can be made to ones better suited for this condition, such as partial crunches, hamstring stretches, wall sits, press up, back extensions, walking, swimming, and some Pilates moves. Cycling can be a good form of exercise for people with back pain, as long as the clients keep good form.